Hey, this is Adrian Granados, and you're watching True School Sports.
It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, it sounds like we're on the cusp. We're on the brink. We're on the precipice. You like that? Precipice. That's an SAT word. We're on the precipice of a massive fight between two Mexican warriors. Yes. It sounds like we're going to get Oscar Valdez versus El Vaquero, Emanuel Navarrete. And they're saying right now, Bob Arum is saying that the date for that will be sometime around your boy BT's birthday, about a week or so before your boy BT's birthday. That'll be February the 3rd. They're looking at that fight. So let's get into what Bob Arum had to say about this potential fight, and we will dissect from there. He stated the following, and I quote, "I think both fighters agree to fight each other. The question is, what venue will they fight in? Either Mexico City, LA, or Phoenix. But that fight is definitely going to happen," said Arum. Really is something. These guys don't mess around. There will be a lot of punches thrown. It reminds me of the old days between Marco Antonio Barrera and Eric Morales. Valdez is a warrior, and he wants to be tested. Who better to test him than that of Emanuel Navarrete? So there you have it. Now, this really doesn't come as no surprise, because anybody who followed the whole Shakur Stevenson Oscar Valdez fight, going into that fight, there was a lot of speculation before that fight got made that this was a fight that they were looking at making, which was the Navarrete Valdez fight, just because it was two Mexican fighters. It's an easy sell. It's gonna do good numbers. It's a fun fight. So he made the right decision, and he fought Shakur because he always knew he had this fight in his back pocket, and now that's what they're gonna do. Now what? They're fighting at what? 130? Are they fighting at 130 or 126? I think they're at 120. They're at 130, right? This fight will be at 130. Now, remember, guys, Shakur Stevenson is moving up to 135, which means he's dropped the 130 belt. So he dropped the 130 belt, and guess who's probably going to fight for it next? Probably, I would be led to believe that this will be the fight where the WBO puts his belt on the line, and Top Rank's able to keep that belt in-house. And I genuinely feel like from the Bob Arum side of things, this was genuinely his dream scenario. You get Shakur to fight Valdez. It's a big fight for Shakur. Shakur wins, which he did. Shakur wins. He fought one more time against Conceição, and then now he can't make the weight. He vacates the belt. The belt is now vacant. The two of your top Mexican fighters are probably going to fight for the belt, and you keep it in house. That's the scenario I think Bob Arum always had in mind. But apart from the politics and the minutia, let's talk about the fight itself. I like this fight because from the Navarrete side of things, I really do feel that Emanuel Navarrete for a long, long time hasn't been getting his just respect from not just boxing fans, but I feel like even the Mexican fans have been a little bit appreciative of him, and I've overlooked him because it's kind of like, in a way, it's kind of like, in other sports like Tim Duncan and Tom Brady and whatnot. I'm not saying Navarrete is as good at boxing as those guys are at basketball and football, but what I'm saying is sometimes these guys, at parts of their career, they didn't get appreciated because of they were so consistent. And sometimes consistency can go undervalued. It can go underappreciated because you expect that person to do what it is they're doing. You expect that person to be consistent. You see what I'm saying? And that's what Navarrete has done. I mean, been champion at 122, been champion at 126. He's made well over like 5 or 6, maybe even 7 title defenses. And he's given a really consistent, really fun pressure style with high volume punching throughout his career. But he's never had that one like marquee dance partner to where now he can become that star Mexican boxing that he's supposed to become. And I feel like now, if this fight gets over the line, which it sounds like it will because there's no reason for it not to, he now has that here with Oscar Valdez, and I love the fight. And you know what? You could say for Oscar Valdez that he always had this fight in his back pocket, but he could still go another route. He could have still found a way to fight a softer touch. But Navarrete is a very tough fight. When you factor in how he got beat up by Shakur Stevenson, and he's going to jump right back in there with Emanuel Navarrete, it says a lot about Oscar Valdez and, you know, his character. I know he had his issues with the fentanyl, and I definitely said my piece on that. But the guy's a real fighter, and, you know, I hope for his sake that you know, he goes in there with Navarrete and they put on a great fight for the fans, because I feel like boxing. There's never been a time in boxing, you know, with what's going on with Crawford and Spence and a lot of these fights not happening. I feel like boxing can use an old school Mexican war. Like, I think if there was ever a time for an Eric Morales, Marco Antonio Barrera type of war, it would be in early 2023 or as soon as possible. So to me, this is welcome news. I think it'll be a great fight. It's a chance for Valdez to really go in there and still show his level in the sport. And it's a chance for Emanuel Navarrete, who has accomplished some great things in the sport of boxing, but has flew under the radar, hasn't got his appreciation. It's his chance to have his moment in the sun, his signature fight, to leave his mark in the sport. And it's what dreams are made of, and it's what boxing's all about. So, yeah, hopefully it gets finalized. It'd be a good early birthday present, February the 3rd. And, yeah, let me know what y'all think. You know, leave your comments down below. What do you make of this fight? Who do you favor winning? And just give me any thoughts you have about this down below. And, you know, leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys take that time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me. But I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on True School Sports, the home of boxing. If you made it this far, do me a favor and do yourself a damn favor. Hit that subscribe button and surely you will not be disappointed. You know, True School Sports bringing you the latest and greatest, the untouchable, you know, boxing content, interviews, news videos, breakdowns, live fight reaction extravaganza. We've got a great community of people here, boxing fans all over the world, from America to the UK to Australia and on and on and on. So join the empire today. Hit that subscribe button. Take care and God.